The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense.
And got his man complete. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Purdy bootlegging it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And Howe will throw it. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Howell. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll go play action. Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Purdy. Rolling to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Howell's throw into the hands of Lockett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And this is third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on third down here. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give them 32 on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
2nd and 6. Powell. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
49ers 7.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure, and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Seahawks 35, 49ers 14.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Howes, and his throw finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 23-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Seattle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Howell. Finding Walker, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the rout is on here in this first half.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On first down, it's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Samuel going to go in motion right. On fourth down, here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
At the 24-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a dump off here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Powell's throw into the hands of Fan. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Seahawks first down.
Running left is Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First down, Seahawks.
Back to Walker on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Purdy. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
He's got a man, complete. He'll have the first down and more than that. A big third down play there for the Niners. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Debo going in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And now here's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason. They got his man, complete. Still going inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 56, 49ers 14. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action here. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
65 Jack. 7 Pirates. Now
a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
49ers 22.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the